The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Wednesday! Let's ride. Players Lounge on DallasCowboys.com radio. Brought to you by Tostitos. He is Heckma Harrison. White hoodie top.
Yeah.
Former Cowboy safety Barry Church. White hoodie top. I wasn't told.
You weren't told, man?
I wasn't told.
You're not in the text chain.
No, I'm not. Clearly, I'm not. Clearly, I'm not.
White hoodie day, baby.
Bald heads, white hoodies. Okay.
It's that time of year,
you know.
It's hoodie season.
I did. Hey, man. Nobody told. I'm okay. I'm okay. My feelings aren't hurt. You and Heckman got together. That's cool.
Man, don't be like that, man.
You guys look good. You guys look good.
Don't be like that, man.
You got beards, too. I mean, you guys look good, man. You guys look good.
Here's his name brand. Mine just is this show thing.
But baby, you look good like that, man. That's that old Mike Tyson look. Remember Tyson came out, man. He didn't have anything name brand. Mike Tyson just came out. It
just did that.
Whatever he was like, man, what's he got? I remember as a kid, I was like, what's he got on? Because it was Mike Tyson. He was the baddest man on the planet, dude.
Tyson. I still would never get in the ring with that, man. I don't care how old he get.
I mean, one of the coldest LL Cool J lines. I'm like, Tyson, I'm a soldier at war. Trying to make sure you don't want to battle me no more. I mean,
hello.
I hear you.
What's happening? It's going to be one of them kind of shows today. Did you spray your stuff in here?
Bars.
I got it.
I don't know if we should spray.
But literally, man.
Let's go.
I have to remember at times, Barry is young.
Yeah.
Barry's a young guy. So when we talk about Tyson, you don't know the Tyson we came. When it was
man had a towel on, man.
When I first seen Tyson, he was biting earlobes. That's when I seen him. You know, personally, that was the first Tyson impression I saw.
I was there that night.
He was biting earlobes.
I was in Vegas for that one, man. We were sitting high, and we was at the media seats. First off, if you've never gone to a major boxing match in Vegas, put that on your list. It is incredible. It is incredible. So I go out there, sitting high because it's a media seats. We were high. And when it happened on the video screen, there was two ways. First, there was a group of people like, no. Then the other people were like, oh, because they realized what he did. Stopped the fight. You know, everybody left. People were mad. Went to the casino. You know, shots rang out. And people stealing
shots rang out.
People at the MGM Grand, people stealing chips. And it was a heck of a night, man. It was a heck of a night. And that's the weekend Jay-Z cut me in the taxi line.
Jay-Z hit you with the
he and Damon Dash.
Dame Dash.
Yes, back in how long it was. He Dame Dash.
The Rock. You was in
I'm in the taxi line.
Yes.
He and Dame Dash just bum rush, cut everybody, and jumped into one of those with the taxis that look like the minivan.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not Big Pimpin'. What you doing in a taxi?
Yeah, they was coming off Big Pimpin', so you know it was.
Apparently, the money wasn't flowing yet for him. So there you go. There you go. Speaking of Big Pimpin', Cowboys locker room is open right now. Guys are feeling good. Guys are feeling good, looking healthy. Saw Dak Prescott just dapped up a little bit as he came out there off the field. This team is in a very good position, guys. They get ready to face the Colts on NBC's Sunday Night Football. They're 11-point favorites here. And one of the things that I was looking at, which talking with Nate Newton, this team has allowed 14 sacks. That's the fewest in the National Football League.
They balling.
And we didn't get into it yesterday, but I'd like to get into it right now. Guys, how are we feeling about Tyron Smith? Because Mike McCarthy addressed it today. He said he's getting close. He's not, they haven't activated the window, but all roads are leading to 77 being out here for the Cowboys sometime this month playing a football game, which means Tyler Smith, your left tackle and rookie, is not going to be at left tackle.
No, don't throw it to me, because you're the one sitting over there. No, you over there. No, come on. Start with the mess.
You want to start with it?
Start with the mess.
Stir it up, man. Let me stir it up then. There should be no reason 77 should be back in the lineup. All right, I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I understand the man's a Hall of Fame player, one of the best left tackles to play the game, but that was then and this is now. All right, the offensive line, you just said it yourself. They're giving up 14 sacks?
14,
the least amount in the National Football League. So why go ahead and insert somebody else in there and mess up the mojo they got going? Why do that? You are protecting Dak Prescott, your franchise quarterback. They're doing a fantastic job protecting him. Oh, let's not mention the run game. We ain't acting like they ain't creating holes for Tony Pollard and Zeke. Yeah. These guys are running through teams. It's a part of the formula. The offensive line is a continuity. It's a unit. You just can't mismatch and play with it. All right, this ain't fantasy football. We understand what they got. We understand what Tyron Smith is. He'll be your best swing tackle in National Football League. Simple as that. The unit is already gelled. It's already put together. They're playing phenomenally. Why mess that up? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, BC, 2016, man, when you signed with the Jaguars, it hurt my heart. I still haven't recovered from that. Okay, I just want to tell you, I still haven't recovered from that. So being in the studio and hearing you say what you just said, man, it really just, it impacts me because I understand from you, you know what it takes to get to that level. You know that there is a unwritten rule in football that says you cannot lose your position due to injury. And on top of that, this man is... You just did the whole breakdown. The only 42-week knowledge. You just did what I do. Hall of Fame, all of that. It did say this man is a swing tackle.
The best in the league.
Oh,
the best in the league,
BC,
man. The
man.
best swing tackle in the league.
Come on, B.
Put him in there.
Would you like to interview Tony Romo on that statement about?
These are facts.
No.
These are facts.
That's a whole nother kind of run with the quarterback that was at the time. Dog, come on now. Come on. Look, I get it. There's an unwritten rule that states you cannot lose your position due to injury. All I'm saying is Tyron Smith is one of the best in the business, Hall of Famer for sure. He comes back healthy. We can bump down Smith. I mean, look, I wasn't all sold in on Smith being out at tackle after Tyron got hurt anyway. The fact that he's come in and he's played up to where he is, that's a surprise to everybody. Pleasant surprise, but a surprise. This offensive line is held up. I understand the continuity, the synergy, all of that you have going on right now. You want to keep it. But who's to say you can't be better with 77 at left tackle and 73 at guard?
You're the best pass blocking offensive line in the league right now. I mean, how can you?
You may not mess that up. You may add to.
If
that offensive line.
Is Smith the future, right? He's the future at left tackle.
Yeah, maybe 2 years from now.
Just let him ride. Let him ride.
Heckman, you weren't here the last 2 years.
Okay.
When this man rode with me against Danny McCray about.
Yeah, I got stabbed too.
Danny's been saying 77 should have moved off from forever. He actually wanted the Cowboys to draft Rashawn Slater at that spot where they ended up taking Parsons.
Okay.
He and I right here, brother, we rode this long.
We did.
And you jumping off the train.
You damn right I'm jumping off the train, man. What? I can see if we were struggling.
Man. Fight on.
Oh,
SC.
No,
fight on for victory. You telling me right now at 2:08, you done. You're out.
Why mess it up? I don't understand that. Wow. I don't understand that. The man's coming off an injury. We got to ramp it up once again. So we just going to throw the man back in there and think everything's going to be great? That's what we going to do?
It'd be your own kind to sell you.
It do.
Tell you what.
For real. Nah, for real. That's who it'd be. It'd be the first one.
That's wow.
You was out there, fight on. We were sitting up there.
That's what you want
fighting against Danny McCray on the regular. I mean, fighting hard because you know Danny come at us hard.
So ain't no rust.
And you just now have jumped off. Just jumped off the Tyron Smith train.
I can see if they were struggling, but you just said a minute ago they're not.
I'm glad you said that because I was talking with Nate Newton. He says, "You know what, man?" He said, "Smith is getting a little bit sloppy right now. He's got to work on his techniques." And he's starting to inch into this point of playing football longer than he's ever played in his life because he was playing in Tulsa. Mm-hmm.
The plateau. You feel like he's about to plateau?
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but Nate was just saying how he's got to work on some things here. But we're talking about a player who knows how to play at a high level. And if you think you're going to where you want to go in the playoffs, you'd like to go
farther. He's a missing piece.
You'd like to go further in the playoffs. Experience and the kind of people we keep talking about, facing a team like the 49ers, a guy like Bosa. Who you want Bosa going up against?
Did he play against the 49ers last year?
Who, Tyron Smith?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, he did. He was there.
He was out there, right?
He was
a part of that, right?
Was he the problem?
Did they get any sacks? Did they get some sacks that game?
They did.
They got some, right?
They got some sacks.
Yeah, they got some sacks that game, too. So he was a part of that whole
situation.
So who would you rather go to war with?
Usual
on the playoff game against the Niners?
That unit.
No.
That unit. That's what we ain't breaking. The offensive line is not broken up that way.
When he go to the left tackle spot,
when you at the center position, what do they say? Do they say one person slide to the left, or do they say we gonna slide this protection to the left? It's a unit out there.
Who you picking? 77 to 73?
Ain't no individuals. This is when one offensive lineman fights in camp, they all fight. It's a unit.
When Aaron Donald decided he wanted to eat, where'd he go? 70. He went 73. He didn't go 70.
So when 99's balling, did they help as a unit? Did they double team as a unit?
They did.
You did, right?
They did it as a unit. And I get the point that you're talking about.
But the fact that you sold him out. That's the
How
thing
did I
with you,
sell
man.
him out?
You jumped off the train. You jumped off the train. We were there together. And that is
I just go by what I see.
You done left me, man.
I just go by what I see, man.
Fine.
I go by what I see out there.
Okay, Parcells.
And stats. What happened?
Parcells. You know what? I'm just saying right now. Tyron Smith, I still believe in him.
So you hoping he can come back and play?
And you know what
did you tell me about hope?
77.
What did you tell me about hope, Dewey Scruggs? Hope is not a strategy.
It's
not. Man.
But damn it,
I'm making data.
But I'm making an exception.
14 sacks giving up.
I got to make the exception right here.
Oh my!
This man has earned the benefit of my doubt, and he was there. You rolled for 2 years. I just can't believe you going to sit. Britt Brown been working with him, and you done talked about the miracle of Britt Brown, and you just going to leave this man standing on the side of the road.
I can't believe you, Dewey, right now.
Dude.
You the main guy telling hope is not a strategy. You can't depend on hope.
Getting him right.
You can't depend on hope.
Getting this man right. And I'm still going to believe.
The best swing tackle in the league. You want to throw him out there as an extra tight end set and go ahead and get big boy on? I'm all about it.
I'm all about jumbo package.
Get that jumbo package. You saw how they did my man that fullback.
So
he out there, baby.
Red zone specialist now.
Oh, yikes.
Tyron Smith,
he went from yellow jacket to jumbo package.
No, red zone specialist.
Oh, wow. How the mighty have fallen.
Jumbo. Come on.
That's what we doing, man. No. I can't believe y'all.
No, I'm not my earphones out, man. No,
y'all just go throw the man.
You just
throw the man out there, huh? Y'all just gonna throw the man. Y'all just gonna throw the man out there.
Look, they have a plan to bring Tyron Smith back. They're still executing this plan, and then listening to Mike McCarthy. I'm just letting you know it's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
They're gonna put 77 out there. I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna happen. I'm with you on that.
You're sitting up here.
They gonna make it happen.
You now with Danny McCray. You over there with Danny McCray. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying is,
and I'm glad
they play as a unit.
Heckman, for 2 years, man, we were strong. And
strong.
We were strong against Danny, and now you off the train.
I just go by what I can see. We were strong on that train, and then what happened? Injury after injury after injury. We got to go by history. We got to go by history, and we got to go by the facts. And the facts is right now this offensive line is playing amazing.
And maybe this would have happened. And I'm sorry to break in. Maybe this would have happened because we already knew that Tyron may have gotten hurt during this season. Because the last couple of seasons, he hadn't been able to complete one. True. Right? So, therefore, we would have seen Tyler Smith out at left tackle anyway. He would have transitioned from guard out to tackle. We don't know where he would have been because he would have been acclimated at guard. Now it's tackle moving inside. And for me, I think that's an easier transition for him having worked at left tackle this whole time now to go back inside the guard. So it may be easier to ramp up Tyron Smith than it would be to move him back, doing it the other way. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Just by the way that the game flows for a left tackle.
I just don't see why we trying to,
One of the best in the business, Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's what you just said. I mean, you led with that, bro.
He's a dog. I'll give it to him. He is a dog. He's a beast. He's all this good stuff. But when you got that unit, what they always say, team, individual. It's all about the team.
Your 5 best. He is one of your 5 best offensive line.
You just told me this offensive line gave up only 14 sacks.
It's about to improve.
Oh, my God. How can you improve from number one?
Because you'll bring in an all-decade tackle, man. What you going to do, man? You're going to bring in an all-decade tackle.
The jumbo package.
Oh, my God. We on best swing tackle in the league, man. You either side. Boom, boom. Throw him out there. Either side.
America, I just hope you know, when you ride with Barry Church, he may jump off. He may jump off and leave you stranded.
It ain't like this 1 week. It ain't like it's been a small sample size. The whole season?
But Tyron, I'm still with you. Fight on. Okay, they're gonna be in the college football playoff. Tyron's gonna make it. It's gonna be a great month for the USC Trojan family. Great month.
This is wild.
Fight on.
I just can't believe this.
I'm going to take a break because I'm shocked.
I'm shocked.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you would just leave me.
The man that goes with nothing but facts and data is going with hope now. I can't believe it.
I'm just glad it ain't me.
What has the world come to?
That's Heckma Harrison. Old Sell 'em Out Berry Church. I'm Mr. Keep Hope Alive, Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com.
What'd you say, Barry? Which way you going? He's going.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, ShaveLogic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit ShaveLogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to ShaveLogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
'Tis the season for Dallas Cowboy Holiday Youth Camps presented by Invisalign. Registration for one-day football and dance academy camps are now open. Don't miss your chance to send your athlete to camp at AT&T Stadium on December 20th and 21st. Register today at DallasCowboys.com/academy.
Thank you, Heckma Harrison.
Yo.
Barry Church, former Dallas Cowboys safety, joining us right here on I was going to say 105.3 The Fan, but I used to work there back in the day. But I was going to say yesterday on 105.3 The Fan, I'm Newey Scruggs, by the way. Jerry Jones very adamant that Odell Beckham Jr. is still in the conversation. They're hoping to meet with him on Monday. Josina Anderson, who's covered the league, great Tar Heel. We love Josina. She's tweeted out, I'm told the one thing that the Cowboys are also waiting on with Odell Beckham Jr.'s visit is to learn his contract desires more specifically. And in advance of his arrival on December 5th, a league source told me it is, quote, feasible for Dallas to offer Odell Beckham Jr. a multi-year deal, quote, if the numbers are reasonable. What is reasonable was my next question.
Yeah. Well, we know it's not going to be $20 million.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that.
A year? Yeah. Or just overall?
No. I'm a year.
A year?
No, I'm talking about for what you paid Coop. I'm just basing it off of where you were with Coop. So, but here's the other part about this. If you're Odell Beckham at this point in your career, are you willing to take less to be on the team? You just won a Super Bowl. You just showed everybody that, look, I was a half away from being the MVP. So, I mean, money plays a big part into this. And based off of what the other part that I think is intriguing to hear what Von Miller had to say about him going not only to the Giants, going to Buffalo as well, he's probably trying to put himself in line to win a Super Bowl. So, we're not the only suitor for him also. But I just don't believe that, Stephen Jones is going to open up the vault for Odell Beckham. I hadn't seen it happen for anybody else, so I wouldn't think that he would. I just don't see it. It just depends on what he wants, and that's probably going to be maybe in the 10 to 12 range.
And that, to me, that's a lot. a year for a guy coming off his second ACL surgery, 30 years of age. I mean, we just don't see the Cowboys make moves like that. We don't see that happen much around here. So to me, look, if he comes back and he can be that, old Odell Beckham, even give you 1 or 2 plays of spectacularness a game, I can see that on a 1-year deal. I can see that, maybe. But multi-year deal, letting him come in here and kind of establish himself as part of this culture, I don't see why. Like you said, those tight ends that we have, those 3 guys over there, they can supplement what he could bring as a wide receiver number 3, in my opinion. So, look, I get he's polarizing, he's marketable, like he can bring everything to the Cowboys, but we already got that with the stars. So, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
The other thing about it, I think that's interesting is when you look at Kellen Moore's offense, and it's been his reputation hasn't been that he is a play caller that calls plays for players, that is plays. And so Odell Beckham would have to come in and fit into a system, basically. And so that's what we were worrying about, Dak having to feel like he has to fit these balls into Odell. I don't think in this system it will work like that. And so that's the other part that I find, how would he take that? Because I'm sure McVay was like, hey, we're drawing this specifically up for you. This is your play. These are your set of plays. I don't think he would have that here. Nor do I think he would have that in Buffalo either. So I don't know. He's in a pickle. It's a situation.
Heck, let me just kind of put it this way when I think about Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to look at someone like Michael Gallup and say, I am better than Michael Gallup. My resume is better than Michael Gallup's. Right. Michael Gallup signed, according to Spotrac.com, 5 years, $57.5 million. Got $10 million signing bonus, average salary of $11.5 million, $27 million of it's guaranteed. He had $23 million of that guaranteed at signing. So when we talk about this, wide receiver is going to bring in ego and resume and say, Pro Bowls, rings, me. And if Jerry tries to come in at less than $11.5 million, you think he's going to say, okay? You think?
Nah. He'll go on. He'll move on.
So to me, the price tag is starting at $11.5. If that's what Michael Gallup is getting, Odell Beckham Jr. is going to say, I'm better than him.
Yeah, he'll say that.
And he would not be wrong. Resume-wise and what he's done in this league, Odell Beckham Jr. is a better player than Michael Gallup. So if you're the agent, it's kind of like selling a house, right? Yeah. Okay. If Michael Gallup's home is worth 11.5 and I'm Odell Beckham Jr., I think my house is going to be worth a little bit more, and he's going to want that most likely. So therein lies the question of how they have to start to think about what kind of deal are you going to get. The framework, I believe, your floor would be Michael Gallup.
And to me, it comes down to what you talked about. I think it was yesterday or last week when you talk about prioritizing who you got to pay. And the Cowboys, they've saved a lot of money. You talked about that Randy Gregory deal. Sure. They still got a lot of cats on deck. You talk about the big briefcase. They got Diggs coming up, CD, Anthony Brown. I mean, they got a lot of cats coming up. So you willing to sink that much bread into an unknown commodity? Yeah, he has star power back in the day, but is he still that guy? Is he still that force of nature on offensively? I don't know yet. So I would give him a prove-it deal if that's what the Cowboys want. But he don't want that. We all know that.
Well, I tell you what. His agent better hope a cat like Barry Church is not in that front office negotiating, because he'll call your Hall of Fame left tackle on swing tackle.
Best in the league.
Best in the league.
Best swing tackle on the game.
Hey, as soon as Odell agent come in there, you a has-been. Used to be. Give me the MRI on that knee. Look at this.
I got to see it on the field. That's all I got. Let me see some cuts. Let me see some posts, some comebacks. Let me see something.
No, I mean, I agree with you. My argument has been, I don't want any situation to come in, especially with what we have with this group and the culture change that has happened since Mike McCarthy has been here, to be a player to disrupt all of this. You have so many good guys now in that locker room that are all pulling and working together. And that's the thing about Odell. I think sometimes he get a bad rap for being how he's in the headbutt in the net thing, all that stuff that has followed him through his career, the way that he got out of Cleveland. It's just been a lot that has come with him. He's going to get a lot when he gets here anyway. Once if he signs with the Cowboys, it's going to be a media firestorm. We're going to talk about that for 2 weeks on this show, regardless.
Before we even step on the field.
Just saying.
Looking at cap hit numbers for next year. Okay, just to kind of give us a little bit of idea of where the Cowboys are going to be for 2023. Dak Prescott's cap hit $49 million. DeMarcus Lawrence, $26 million. Zach Martin, $19.9 million. Tyron Smith is $17.6 million. Zeke Elliott, $16.7 million. Michael Gallup is at $14 million. Then the drop-off starts to happen. Dorrance Armstrong is at $7 million. Jaron Kearse is at $6.2 million. Jordan Lewis is $6.1 million. Micah Parsons is at $4.6 million. CeeDee Lamb is at $4.4 million. Then Malik Hooker is at $4.3 million.
Yeah.
Then it drops all the way down into the $3 million, and that's where Tyler Smith hits. So this is just kind of an idea of where numbers are at right now. And Odell Beckham Jr. is going to find himself in that upper echelon when you're talking about players in pay. So what kind of deal do they do? Do you front load some of this? You back load it, and then how do they have this thing set?
Incentive laden, maybe it can be incentive.
Right. And he had incentive laden deals with the Rams, by the way. Though there were incentives that were in there. So, listening to just what Josina Anderson is talking about, what we're all talking about here, is it's going to take a multi-year contract, and the Cowboys are going to have to get creative in how they set it up.
Y'all really think he's worth that getting into? Like, let me make sure I do this, to this around, make sure I turn this around, make sure I get this guy to take a break. Is he worth all that?
So let me just preface it this way. Shoot me down. Tell me if I'm crazy. Listening to Cowboy fan, they saw the Rams last year and said, they're trying. They don't care about the picks. They're trying to win now. They put in, hey, Jalen Ramsey, we want you. Von Miller, we want you. Odell Beckham Jr. They put it in. Stafford, let's go. The Cowboys, I feel like, are not doing it when they have the opportunities to do it.
Man, this is a copycat league, and I think people are always with the latest, greatest. But before the Rams did what they did, it was all about the Patriots motto, and the Patriots didn't pay nobody. They built through the draft. When you were past your prime, your peak, or whatever it was, get out of here. And that's the way that they kept. And so those things changed, and I think that Steven and this is the front office in general, I think they went to a different approach with players. When you saw them giving those big contracts out in the past, they should have gave you yours. But I'm just saying, that all of those things started to change over the years with them letting go of players or guys that were not producing or malcontents and all those things. The nucleus of this team that they have right now, they have a good group. Offensively, let's talk about the numbers from where they were to where they are now. This offense is completely made a 180 and turned in a whole nother direction. So the whole question in our minds from the beginning of the season were we needed a receiver to now, hey, man, these guys are actually starting to come around. The fan motto will change as they see the success of the season go. So is Odell Beckham a star in the NFL? You can't question that, dog.
Oh, yeah.
He is a star. He is a guy that can come in, and if he comes in here being positive and motivating these guys, he can be somebody that can be a part of this system working. Is he willing to do that? We have to sign CeeDee Lamb. We have to sign Tony Pollard. We have to sign Trayvon Dick. There's a lot of guys that need to get paid around here, and just him jumping the line right now may not sit well with some guys.
But they want him. The guys in the room want him. So
we ain't talk to everybody. You better talk to Noah Brown.
Holla at 85. They're going to let you know what time it is. He going to hit you with that. The disrespect.
Ask Noah Brown. Ask 85.
Nobody asked him yet, huh? I ain't heard from Noah yet.
The Pro Bowl players that we've spoken to.
Oh, he going to throw the Pro Bowl in.
My man knew it.
Oh, man.
Have said that they would like it. And so I'm just basing it off that, guys. That's all I'm doing, just basing it on that, guys.
That's so disrespectful. Like, not saying what you're saying, I'm saying, but like his teammates, this own offense, I can see if it was on the defensive side of the ball. Even that is disrespectful. But your own offensive guys, your quarterback saying, we need this. What have I been doing for you then?
It's
disrespectful.
No, disrespectful is Ciara throwing a birthday party for Russell Wilson and only half the team showing up. That's disrespectful.
I'm surprised I have showed up today.
Because they knew it was going to be good food. She wasn't going to the food was going to be good. It was going to be some shrimp.
That's right.
Right. He was bringing out, regular. She was going top shelf for Russ, but only half the team showed up. So kind of like in that movie.
Man, you know what? I want Russ to come out and cuss some folks out. You know, he a good Christian man, but I really want him to get on his horse, dog, and go ride on some folks for real, dog. Because the disrespect of Russ, I mean, man, Russ can't catch a break, bro.
I'm in the sun.
Man, Broncos. Did you see RG3?
Unlimited.
Did you see RG3 talking about Broncos country? Let's cry.
They did. People take a shot.
Everybody take a shot.
Say, wasn't as bad as James Brown got him good. Broncos country, let's ride to another L.
That's horrible, dude.
He's brought this on him.
Okay. He has.
So Heckma, I'll forward you the video of his press conference that he did when we were up there for the scrimmage practice between the Broncos and the Cowboys. I could not believe all the cliches, everything he lined in. My outstanding photographer, Noah Bullard, put it all together. I mean, at the end of it, I was like, is this a political speech? Is he running for office? Because it didn't feel genuine. It was just a lot of platitudes, like, everybody isn't great and legendary, but he just threw it all out there and just felt it just. It's like when your man used to talk.
If I remember correctly, he did it like 2 hours after practice was over, too, because he was on the field throwing balls for that long. It was a long time, I remember that.
He had his family there. Yes, it was a long time we had to wait on
balls.
Yes,
it was
a long look. Let Peyton hit a shot out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let Peyton hit a shot.
Oh, no.
Mr. Touchdown. So yeah, man, heck, I hear you, but a lot of this he has brought on himself.
Yeah.
The whole Broncos country, let's ride. We're gonna end every press conference, Broncos country, let's ride. And then they finally had to they were like, dude, we're losing, right? They want to just cut that out. And he's tried to trademark it. I mean, there's stuff there, man. He brought up, by the way, Sunday Night Football flexed him out.
They did.
Yes.
They flexed that dude.
They did.
Yes, he got flexed out, man. No, look,
it's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
And then Pete Carroll came out and said, "Hey, man, basically Geno Smith will wear the wristband, and by wearing the wristband, you're able to call the play." That's what basically Pete Carroll came out there and said. And then Russ cracked back, won a lot of games without a wristband.
He did.
You say that, but I'm sorry. Maybe if you wore a wristband, maybe Malcolm Butler wouldn't have picked you off in the Super Bowl. I don't know.
They called that play, Newey.
He threw that ball, Heckma.
I'm just saying, man. They called it, man.
Okay. You know what I'd have done too if I was him? I'd have audible. Check.
Yeah, beast mode in the backfield.
Marshawn, it's coming to you.
I am not first of all, I don't care nothing about Russell Wilson and where he is in his life right now. My thing is, it is crazy to me when you have a brother that is a stand-up dude. He hasn't done anything in the league illegal or crazy. He's a married man, a family man. He's a Christian. And everybody riding him like Zorro. It'd be a different thing if he was a thug. He was out there breaking, you know what I mean? It's about the money. I understand everybody's going to throw all the hate his way, but come on, man. Come off the gas. I mean, he 3-8. He on a new team. He losing, but if he was,
Who's Zorro?
Man, get out of here with that, man. Go on with that, man. Go on with that. See what I'm saying? You know what you
man, you see what I'm saying?
Man, I swear to God.
You explain it for Barry and the young people out there. Who's Zorro?
Bad Newey. You know what, man?
Hey, man. Y'all out of pocket, man.
No, that's Newey, man. That's Newey, man.
Not everybody seen Jerry Maguire, man. That's a movie 30 years old almost, man.
Oh, man.
You got a claw for that inch. Let's go with that, man. Come on, man. Let's make it up.
Right? Anybody clawing for that? Russell ain't clawing for that inch.
Man.
So he's Heckman Harrison. I knew he's Craig.
Who's Zorro?
Who's Zorro out here?
This is the Players Lounge on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, longtime support of service members, veterans, and their families, demonstrate the salute to service tenets to honor, empower, and connect with those that preserve our freedoms. The Dallas Cowboys are proud to nominate Coach Quinn as our 2022 NFL Salute to Service Award Club nominee. Join us in making sure he becomes a finalist for this prestigious award by voting at NFL.com/salute-fan-vote.
Thank you, Hackma Harrison. That's Barry Church on the Scruggs. The Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Our man Danny McCray's on assignment and inching his way back closer to the show. So we spoke earlier in this broadcast about how the Cowboys were first in the league in the fewest sacks allowed, 14. The Cowboys on the defensive side are first in the league with 45. They now face Matty Ice and the Baltimore Colts on Sunday. Dan Quinn knows everything you need to know about Matty Ice here. How many sacks are we looking for?
I say at least 5 on the ticket. Yeah, it's about 5.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking 5.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
5.
At least. Especially if he gets to start running, thinking he still got juice or something. Like,
He's
he
not
always
gonna,
thinks he can.
I don't think he's going to. I don't.
It's not the week for that one.
Nah, I don't think that.
Not this week.
Yeah,
he got the ball.
Yeah, I don't see him doing that. But at the same time, we've seen quarterbacks come in here and get fountain of youth. We don't need that.
Ain't no way.
Not this dude.
Not this dude.
Not this.
I love playing the devil's advocate, dude, because usually I'm the guy that's like, we gonna kill it.
I just don't see it, man.
This is the AFC South Invitational, man. You need to go ahead and eat. It is, man. So you got
the classic. That's what we call it.
The South Classic.
The AT&T class.
The Phil Knight tournament, Legends tournament. Yeah, the AFC South Legends tournament.
That's what we.
You got the Colts this week. Then you got Houston coming in. Then you go to Jacksonville, man. This needs to be 3 dubs because you get yourself 3 dubs, and then here come the Eagles, man. But Matty Ice, it was old Al Davis said the quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. This week, stop the run. By the way, Ezekiel Elliott has some nice things to say about Jonathan Taylor. He's like, Big Ten guy, really good. And then Clarence asked him about, his Ohio State Buckeyes, and then Zeke walked off.
He walked off?
He was done at the end anyway.
Should be.
You cold. He didn't want to talk about those Buckeyes. He didn't want to talk about those Buckeyes.
Send a message.
And so this is another one of those weeks where you need to beat them down. You need to understand the assignment. What's the assignment? It's a bad football team that's going through a whole bunch of turmoil. So you come into our house, we're at home, we've had 10 days off, we need to come out here and tag them.
Without a doubt. I mean, they let Kenny Pickett go in there and get a dub. I mean, we all know Kenny Pickett is nowhere near the player that Dak Prescott is. So, to me, stick to the formula. Ride Zeke, ride Pollard. Let Dak do what he does best, play action. We know he's one of the best play-action quarterbacks in the National Football League. They should eat that defense alive. And then you talk about Matty Ice and that offense. If they make them one-dimensional, the only chance they got is if Jonathan Taylor just do some outrageousness and put the team on his back type situation. That's the only chance they got. Because if they become one-dimensional, they're going to tee off on Matt Ryan out there. And it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for him. We might see Sam Ehlinger later on in the game if it comes to that. But to me, this should be over by halftime. This should be over at halftime.
And this is one of those games that when I looked at the schedule at the beginning of the year, it was like, man, that's where you can make up the difference in your schedule. You know, you can pile on some wins. And here we are, the team relatively healthy. And this stretch, when you talk about Houston, Jacksonville, you look at this going into, and I'm just, man.
It's the AFC South Classic.
All I'm saying, we got to get these dubs based off of the strength of schedule right now to get into this Christmas Eve game.
Jerry,
that's all I care about.
Jerry
that's all I really care about. The tasty cake game.
Jerry should hire an HBCU band. You know, like they got the Magic City Classic.
He has a band. He got a band. He can be up there.
You know, Magic City Classic in Birmingham. The Bayou Classic was last week in New Orleans. Okay, baby, come on, man. This is the AFC South Classic, man. Get you. You know, get this thing cracking the first half.
How did they put this together? Didn't we just do the NFC North? We just ran through that. We're doing it. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, back to backs.
It's the league set it up, and also as you get toward the end, your last game is going to be a divisional game,
right?
And then they usually try to save one more for December, so they usually try to at least have two division games toward the end. So you got to get them all in here. So it is what it is, but they have no excuse not to go handle this team based off the 10 days off. And look, let's go back to Green Bay. You had a bye. They came off a bye and looked like that against Green Bay. So they need to make up for that by facing another team that's asking to get beat here and go get it with the Glassjaw Joe. Go get these dudes done.
Did you, when at Jacksonville, when you guys were going through that stretch where y'all were just balling, did you feel at any point like, all right, man, we may be peaking too soon as a defense, or we're right where we need to be? At what point in the season was it like, all right, we're ready to go into the playoffs? When do the Cowboys get to that point where they're like, okay, we got this thing fine-tuned, we're ready to go?
For us in Jacksonville, we knew defensively, nobody could mess with us. We knew we had that D-line. We knew we had the secondary. Nobody could mess with us. It's not until offensively they started realizing to take the ball out of Blake Bortles' hands and give it to Leonard Fournette. That's when I realized, okay, we got something going, because he threw the ball maybe 15, 12 times a game. Once they took it out of his hands, I was like, yes, we got a chance. We got a chance. And then they mess around and paid that man. But anyways, Dallas Cowboys, they're in the same situation. They realized when Dak got back, if they were able to stick to that same formula that they had going with Cooper Rush, that this team would be dangerous. And I doubted it. I thought, hey, they're going to get Dak back. They're going to try to throw this thing all over the yard. They're going to revert to that Madden playbook. And they haven't. They hadn't done that yet. Dak has done a great job being a great play-action quarterback. So I think they understand where they are and where they can be. They just got to get there now.
So basically what you're saying is and I'm just relating this to where the Cowboys are. Is the defense fine-tuned enough where you say, all right, this is a playoff-ready defense, and you still need to see it from the offense?
See, defensively, I'm still because I don't know about that run defense. Like, I understand what they did against the Minnesota. It is what it was. But I want to see if they can come in here and shut down JT, Jonathan Taylor. If he has nothing out there, then I'm like, all right, man, this defense is starting to realize where their strength is and where their weakness is, and they fix that whole thing. But if they can get that going, if they can stop the run, I mean, who's going to mess with them? They can't pass the ball on them. And if you can stop the run, I mean, you becoming a complete defense there, and that's a scary sight, man. That's a scary sight.
And cut down on the penalties.
Yeah. No.
Ezekiel Elliott talked about that too. So today, but they've got to cut down on the penalties. There's some work to do, but most of all, after your performance in Green Bay coming off the bye, 10 days off, they need to come out here at home, set the tone, knock these guys off, finish round one of the AFC Classic, South Classic, and move on to Houston. Houston, worst team in the league. By the way, Dameon Pierce, their top running back, has not done anything the past 2 weeks. People have shut that thing down. They've even changed quarterbacks here. So you've got 2 games here where you're like, man, you got to handle these bad boys at home, then get on the road to face Jacksonville at their place, and they compete.
Be a little tough. They compete. It's going to be a little tough.
They compete down there.
Were you guys surprised about Basham? Were you shocked about that at all?
No, because they have his replacement, Takk McKinley, Dan Quinn guy.
Yeah, I guess he was a Quinn guy. I was kind of surprised because you could never have enough pass rushers.
You got Fowler, Quinn guy. I mean, I'm not shocked when you talk about a guy able to bring in his guy that he knows, Takk McKinley, Terrell Basham. I mean, I don't have an issue with it because it's not happening unless DQ wants it.
Or you got to do that same thing when Smith comes back. They have to designate a spot for him.
Well, they talk about James Washington's windows now start, so it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this roster here. But here's something that's pretty cool. You got a position of depth, and they're sitting here saying, we can make it better. Basham, you go ahead, take her up. We can make it better.
We got the deepest O-line in the game.
And if you can change the offensive line and make the O-line better, you do that too, Barry.
Man, here we go.
That's all you do.
Here we go. We got the deepest O-line in the game right now.
Improving, baby. Improving.
Hall of Fame swing
like that old breaking song. There's no stopping us. No stopping. No one does it better.
What's breaking?
It's an old school.
No, that was the jam, though. That was the jam. I'm just fronting right now.
I know. But no. You bring up something Barry and the kids don't know.
I don't know anything about it. Breaking.
Turbo Ozone. Oh.
You don't know about that. It was the first breakdance. The first feature film on breakdancing to hit the theaters back in about 85 or 86.
What's breakdance?
Breaking.
Oh, breaking. Yeah, I never seen that.
Breakdancing is an Olympic sport, sir.
I know breakdance. I thought that was the name of a movie.
The movie was called Breaking.
Breaking.
And then they had a sequel called Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Hold on. They made a sequel?
Ice-T was in it too. Yeah. Don't ever watch it. Don't ever watch it.
It was bad.
The original was bad?
No. The original was great. The original was great, man.
The second one was bad, like House Party 2, as most sequels are bad. But the first one was, at the time I was 7th grade, 84, 85. You thought it was hype. Now you look at it, you're like, that was trash. It's kind of like when you watch Purple Rain. If you watch Purple Rain today, you're like, this is an awful movie.
Yeah, I couldn't get through
Prince can't act. Morris Day is terrible. He's off. But at that time, I thought, wow, she jumped in Lake Minnetonka. What a great movie. We got to go watch it again.
The only trilogy that kind of got better, I think, was Rush Hour. Rush Hour, as it went on, it got better and better. Maybe 3 was shaky, but 1 and 2, they was.
What about Friday, bro?
Man, I can't believe I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. That's facts. That's facts.
I remember Chris Tucker asking me to come down to the set. It was at the Laker game.
Man, you ain't slide down there?
First off, I didn't know that was the movie, but no, I didn't.
Damn, Newey, you know everybody, dog. Newey just throw Chris Tucker out there. Hey, come on.
He hit me up the other day. Man,
when I used to cover the Laker games at the old Forum, right before the games, all the celebs walked by. All of them. So you got to see Denzel. You would wave, talk to people. It was cool, man. It was good. I remember talking to Chris. I told him, I said, man, I am a huge fan. That's when he was doing the Def Jam comedy series. I was like, I'm a huge fan. He's like, oh, hey, yes, I'm working on a movie right now. You should come by and see it. And then turned out that movie was Rush Hour. So
I'll be doggone, man. Hey, Friday, since it's in the Christmas spirit, got Friday Christmas. I am a boy, dang it.
I'm a boy.
Hector Harrison, Mary Church, I'm Newey Scruggs. That is the Players Lounge right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Wake up.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this,